All right, first and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High God, Yahweh. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Christ. What the work that we doing, and not just us, of course, camps all over the place, all over the world now. The thing that's being done is so powerful, and we're gonna read about it. And we're gonna read about the type of change that it's breeding amongst our people. All right, and the type of change that like people talk about camps. You got a lot of these Facebookalites. I know you're familiar. Facebookalites, they on the computer and whatnot. They only Israelites in the virtual realm, not in the real world realm. So a lot of people are what you call anti-camp now. They coming against camps. Right. That's a lot of rhetoric and a lot of doctrine that we see. It's actually not doctrine, Salaki. It's not at all doctrine because they can't go into the Bible for any of it. You know, they just have feelings and opinions and emotions, you know, like any lost woman would. That's basically what they are. These are grown men I'm talking about, though. But, you know, they're like lost girls. So we're going to go here into the book of Chronicles. We're going to look at historically the type of upliftment and power that camps have given to the nation of Israel. Start at the top.
2 Chronicles 17:1.
Uh-huh.
And Jehoshaphat.
Who knows Jehoshaphat? Have we heard of this name, Jehoshaphat? Jehoshaphat is the king of Israel. Yahweh Shaphat is his name in the Hebrew. Where is the final battle on the earth going to be fought? The valley of Jehoshaphat. Valley named after him. Right? A place where many epic ancient battles took place at. Go ahead.
And Jehoshaphat, his son, reigned in his stead and strengthened himself against Israel.
Uh-huh.
And he placed forces in all the fenced cities of Judah.
You see that? Go ahead.
And set garrisons in the land of Judah.
Uh-huh. And set garrisons, meaning he put military structure into the land. Go ahead.
And in the cities of Ephraim, which Asa, his father, had taken.
So his father went to war against the northern kingdom. The northern kingdom was doing what at this time? What was the northern kingdom doing during this time? Deep in idolatry. So the Lord allowed him to go to war against the north and overcome and take some of these cities. So you had some of the northern kingdom that was being a part of Judah. This is later when we get the remnants of the north that was among the south, because guys like Asa came and took it, or some of these brothers just voluntarily came. But Asa took cities from the north, go ahead, and handed it down to his son Jehoshaphat. Read.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
And Yahweh was with Jehoshaphat.
And Yahweh was with this brother. Why? Go ahead.
Because he walked in the first ways of his father David.
You see that? Because he was upright in his heart and he kept them laws, statutes, commandments, and did not falter in his faith in the Most High. So by doing that, the Most High was with him, right? That's the first principle, that faith in the keeping of commandments, right? Go ahead.
It says, and sought not unto Baalim.
Mm-hmm. He did not follow idolatry. Read.
Verse 4. But sought to Yahweh the power of his father, and walked in his commandments, and not after the doings of Israel.
Go ahead.
Therefore,
meaning of Israel in this context means what? Go ahead.
Therefore Yahweh established the kingdom in his hand. And all Judah brought to Jehoshaphat presents. And he had riches and honor in abundance.
So he had honor, he had riches, he obtained gifts. This is all from simply keeping the commandments. Read on.
And his heart was lifted up in the ways of the Lord.
And his heart was lifted up in the ways. He just wanted to do everything that pleased Yahweh. Right? Go ahead.
Moreover, he took away the high places and groves out of Judah. It says, and in the 3rd year of his reign, he sent to his princes, even to Ben-Hail.
So he sends to his princes, right? Ben-Hail and Obadiah, Ibajah in the Hebrew. Go ahead.
And to Zechariah. And to Nathaniel.
Salakia.
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
And to Micaiah to teach the cities of Judah.
He chose specific men to do what?
To teach the cities of Judah.
To go into the cities of Judah and teach. To go out to the streets and preach the word in the cities of Judah. He got choice men to go out here and do this. This was a camp. Go ahead. That he assembled an elite camp of the top men in Israel in the scriptures at this time. Go ahead.
And with them.
And with these men, he got these princes out, right? Then he got some more guys. Who else he bring?
He sent Levites.
Go ahead.
Even Shemaiah. And Nethiah. And Nethaniah. And Zebediah.
Go ahead.
And Asahiel.
Which Zebediah? That's a. If anybody knows familiar with the Caribbean, it's a Zebediah or a Zeb is something that people call Haitians to be derogatory. Coincidentally enough, that's the name of a Levitical priest in the Bible. Go ahead. It
says, and Asiel, and Shemiramoth, and Jehonathan, and Adonijah, and Tobijah, and Tabadonijah, Levites, and with them Elishama and Jehoram, priests.
You see that? So as we see here, the Most High put the spirit on Jehoshaphat to assemble an elite 15-man camp to go throughout the cities of Judah and preach the word of God, to teach the scriptures. The same way camps do all over the place, this king who was moved and upright unto the Most High assembled a camp. So all this anti-camp crap is biblical, right? Go ahead.
And they taught in Judah.
They taught in Judah. Read on.
And had the book of the law of the Lord.
What they have with them?
The book of the law of the Lord with them.
They pulling out the scriptures and they reading and teaching the same way we do every week on the streets. Go ahead.
That's right. It says, and went about throughout all the cities of Judah and taught the people. And the fear of Yahweh fell upon all the kingdoms of the lands that were round about Judah.
People got afraid of our people when they saw what was happening and the great increase of spirit the Most High was giving us. And part of it is due to the fact that not only our king was a righteous leader, but he set this elite camp up to go to the streets and make sure we were getting taught and led properly in the spirit. Go ahead.
So that they made no war against Jehoshaphat.
They were scared and they didn't want to see us in no type of combat because of the greatness that was brought to us, because of how righteous Jehoshaphat was in the camp that he set out to the streets. Go ahead.
And also, some of the Philistines brought Jehoshaphat presents, a tribute silver.
Even the heathen, right? Go ahead.
And the Arabians brought him flocks, 7,700 rams.
Here come the Hamites, the Ishmaelites. They all trying to suck up to us. Go ahead.
And 7,700 he-goats. And Jehoshaphat waxed great exceedingly. And he built in Judah castles and cities of store.
Go ahead.
And he had much business in the cities of Judah and the men of war.
It was going. You see that? He had business, man. He prospered. He was an entrepreneur and he was just an all-around righteous brother. Okay. And part of that had to do with the fact that he sent a 15-man elite camp to them streets. Go ahead.
It says, and the men of war, mighty men of valor, were in Jerusalem.
That's right. Well, we're in Jerusalem. Go ahead.
And these are the numbers of them according to the house of their father. Verse 14.
All I needed was 10.
Oh, damn.
You all right? Give me Nehemiah 8 and 7 to 8. You got it right there. Go ahead.
I was about to say, that's one.
You get it, Captain.
No, go ahead. You right there.
Right there. I got to talk about that.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, verse 7. Also Jeshua and Bani and Bani and Sherebiah, Jamin, Akub, Shabbatai, and Hadijah, Maaseiah, Kelita, Azariah, Jozabad, Hanan, Peliah, and the Levites caused the people to understand the law.
How did you cause people to understand the law? You teach them. That's what we do. This is what our forefathers did. Read on.
And the people stood in their place.
And the people stand there and they listen to you. Is this not what we do on the streets?
Right.
And not just camps all over the world, right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. So they read in the book of the law of the power.
Go ahead.
Distinctly.
Reading it distinctly and doing what?
And gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading.
Broke it down. Broke it down to them. This is what our people need. This is what our people have done at any time. You see, there wasn't a camp when everybody understood the law and everybody was living righteous and you didn't need to be taught it.
Right.
There wasn't a camp during it. There was no need.
Right.
There was a time for a need in the time of Jehoshaphat. There was a time for a need in the type of Nehemiah, and there damn sure is a need now and today.
Right.
For camps to go into the streets and for our people to stand around and us to distinctly break it down to them. So all this anti-camp rhetoric is absolute madness. It's unbiblical. It's just simply satanic. These guys, they love being in captivity to the white man.
Right.
Because we saw what happened with Jehoshaphat. He just got so great, nobody even wanted to see him or mess with him. And part of it had to do with the fact that he sent that camp out there into the streets of Judah to teach and instruct the people in righteousness.
Right.
An elite camp. We talking about there was he assembled 11 priests to be a part of this camp. 11. What you calling 11 priests for? You trying to make sure it's right and exact with these breakdowns. You see what I'm saying? And then the 4 princes, those are chief men of the tribe of Judah. Not no slouches. He took chief men up here. You see what I'm saying? To make sure that everybody understood what was going on in the scriptures. All right. And that's what the Most High God is sending these camps all throughout America and all over the world. Camps popping up all over the damn place, man. Africa. Somebody hit us up from Ghana. I want to say last week, the week before.
On the email?
Either on the email or maybe on the chat.
Yeah, on the chat.
On the chat. Africa, the Israelites scattered in Africa, all throughout South America. Working with a brother in the Dominican Republic right now, getting ready to go back to Haiti, bring the camp to Haiti. Elder Chief Priest Kahan out there in Florida, he talking about he gonna go to Haiti probably the first week of the month, the next month. They establishing a community out there, right? So they could bring up various camps out there in Haiti. You understand what I'm saying? All over the world, South America, Chile, all over the place. Guatemala, these camps is popping up. You see what I'm saying? We got brothers on the other side of the border, Mexico, camps popping up. This is exactly what's supposed to be happening. Anybody who's against that is against God. He's against the Bible. He's against everything that's right. And he's against Black and Hispanic people, period. That's all. He's against precept.
No.
You see what I'm saying? That's what he's against. So we want to make sure that that's understood and noted.
Also, too, the scripture talks about there's going to be a time where you won't need to teach your neighbor, right?
Yeah, that's in the kingdom.
But we ain't in the kingdom.
We're not there. So what does that mean? Every man must teach his neighbor to keep the laws and all the things of the Bible. We have to teach. That's our job as a people right now. And here people are, heathen niggas baptizing white men in kiddie pools, in a cesspool, baptizing a white man when your brother don't get it. It's not, don't give what is holy to the dogs.
That's right.
Oh, we got to get it. For people talking about the white man, I'm worried about the Black and Hispanic man that's on dope. We driving around today. All we see is our people groping in the noonday, in the damn street, high on drugs, out of their damn mind.
Right.
I'm worried about them. What the hell do I look like stopping what I'm doing, working for my brother? I'm going to leave you right here, right? Let me try to save this white man real quick.
The white man got enough support.
He got plenty of support. He don't have a hard time doing nothing. Does a white man need help finding a job? Of course he does. He hire you, but he need help finding a job, right? Does a white man need help getting housing? No, you got to rent from him.
Right.
How he having a problem when he own the house that you live at? And anytime he wants to, he can kick you out and live in there if he wants to.
Is he asking for the loan? No,
Well,
he
get it. You go up find a board of white men to try to get you a loan. You understand what I'm saying? Madness. But I'm gonna stop what I'm doing to put a white boy in a cesspool. The soul. Are you kidding me?
Are they dunking? Dunked in a kiddie pool?
Wait, I mean, they probably getting them down there. You might see if they were smart, what they would have did. What they would have did was say, yes, come all nations, come, and the Esau come to get baptized. Hold them under there too long. If they were smart, that's what they would have did. Right, but of course not. They loved all them white people. And what is it? Why does Watchman Report love white people? Who knows? The money. You know, if you know how much money we had and how many people we have in this room if we love white people? Well, all we have to do is put a bucket right here in the front. No, all you white folks, everybody can be saved. Right? They're coming there. All that money's going to be in that bucket, guaranteed. No problem. We'll have anything we need.
Need a couple buckets.
You see what I'm saying? They're going to fill that up. Write a check. You know, Esau going to write a check. Give us a blank check. Here, just put whatever you need. Just here. You see what I'm saying? You know, if you love white people, they'll do it for you. You don't love them, they don't got anything for you. If you don't love them, they'll arrest you, okay, and try to say that you are going around and terrorizing white folks. All right. But if you do love them, they'll feel your. You see what I'm saying? But you know what? Give me that scripture. Feed the flock of the slaughter. That's what I need. What's that? Zechariah? Feed the flock of the slaughter. Because the Most High did not tell us to feed our own bellies. He told us to feed the flock of the slaughter. Who is the flock of the slaughter? Us. Why are we the flock of the slaughter? Why is that terminology used? We are the flock that gets slaughtered. That's who we are. So that's who the Most High told us to feed. God. Not to feed our own bellies. A Negro that wants to feed his own belly will teach that the white man could come in. Gabar from GOCC, they recorded some GOCC guy that was bugging out, recorded a phone call he had with the second in command of GOCC. Everybody know GOCC, Gathering of Christ Church, right? God. Had a phone call with him. I want to say he revealed to him he had that recall from GOCC had some type of I want to say a 6-figure salary that he's getting paid from Gathering the Christ Church. 250, about $250,000 a year. Huh? That's just tithes, no offerings. That's just tithes without offerings. That's you know how they're making all that money? White folks. They let white people in there. You see what I'm saying? By recall. I don't know if they have a 501c3. I haven't seen that they had one, but they don't need one because he recall doesn't even live in America. He lives in England. He'll come to America sometimes, but recall lives in England. He don't live in. He teaches that flee doctrine. You see what I'm saying? So he lived in Egypt for a while. Now he live in England. You know that? Yeah, you ain't gonna when you see him in America. you don't see him in America. If you bubblage, you know, see what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for all them white people that he lets up in that congregation, there's no way he's making $250,000 or $100,000. He's not making any number like that unless you let white people in. Yeah, oh yeah, but the crazy thing about him letting them damn Samoans in, there's not even a lot of them in his organization. It's not like a whole lot. I've never seen a whole lot. All you see in his organization is they got a great deal of Levites, though, too. I ain't gonna lie to you. They got a lot of Judites, a lot of Levites, and a lot of Edomites. That's who's really in their organization. They got some of the other tribes, but it's mainly just Judah and Levi in his camp. And the devil. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah. If he went out there, they'll get all the Samoans. See, but they don't have a lot of West Coast representation. I think that's why they don't have so many. So because all the Samoans in this country is in California, and Washington, Oregon. You see what I'm saying? All coastline. So, but you start letting other nations in, you're gonna get some money. That's right. You're gonna get plenty of money. Other nations will love you. Give me that also. If I would have went to Tyree and Zidon, get that. Shamar, read that if you got it. What I just called for. Yeah.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 4. Thus say Yahweh, my power. Feed the flock of the slaughter.
Feed the flock of the slaughter. That's what we need to do. Feed the flock. We need to teach the Israelites. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Whose possessors do what?
Whose possessors slay them.
Slay them. Go ahead.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And hold themselves not guilty. We see it every day. We see it every damn day. Who's seen the Mike Brown song? You seen it? You ain't seen the Mike Brown song? You seen the Mike Brown song? Yeah. I just seen it on TMZ. The police, somebody secretly recorded a police gathering in God knows where. I don't know if it was in the South or the Midwest or what. And these white folks got a whole song about murdering Mike Brown. A whole tune about it. I'm talking about a whole record. Talking about he was looking like Swiss cheese and all kind of stuff. It's nice bluegrass country western song about murdering Mike Brown. Damn near sound like a rap song. Rap lyrics to me. You see what I'm saying? Whose possessors slay them? Read on. No, yeah, they'll help them out with that.
Whose whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Not guilty. Go ahead.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Yahweh, for I am rich.
Right, go ahead.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
All right. Their own shepherds pity. So we ain't got nobody that gives a damn about it. So that's why we're told, and that's why the prophet Zechariah was told to feed the flock of the slaughter. The people who nobody cares about, the people who don't have $200,000 to give you a year. People do, they give it to the church. You see what I'm saying? Give it to the church. Billions and trillions of dollars to the damn church, right? But feed them, and you're storing riches in heaven, thus saith the Lord, right? Go ahead. Oh, that was 5.
God, that was verse 5.
Okay, who got? No, I don't need that. Who got what else I need?
He was just there.
No, I need to, if I would have came to Tyree and Zidon, that's what I need. This is why it's easy, because they got Hamites up in the GOCC too, man. All kind of Hamites down with them. Well, at least the GOCC don't teach their spiritual Israel. At least they just say these are heathens cleaving to be servants. At least, yes, the Greek way.
For the mighty works which are done.
Bayan.
Where First Timothy 6 and 9 be a precept to Zechariah 11.
What does 1 Timothy 6 and 9 say?
1 Timothy say, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which down men in destruction and separation.
No, it's not a precept. Go ahead.
I got it. It says, Matthew chapter 11, verse 21. Woe unto thee, Chorazin.
Chorazin, these are cities. He's going to name Israelite cities. He says, woe unto thee, Chorazin. Read on.
Woe unto thee, Bethsaida.
Bethshajah. It would be in the proper Hebrew, is Greek. So go ahead.
For if the mighty works which are done in you have been done in Tyree and Zidon.
Yahushua said, if I would have did what I did in front of you, raise the dead, cause the halt to walk, cause the blind to see, and the deaf to hear, what would Tyree and Zidon have done? Go ahead.
They would have repented long ago.
They would have been repented. The heathen would have been repented of this. For this is why they're so busy trying to graft themselves in. They would have got it. This is how you know who the Israelites are. The ones that don't get it. Right. The ones that are stiff-necked, and the ones that are hard-headed, and the ones that love everybody. That's who the Israelites are. So when the Jewish man like this damn rabbi we debate, oh, we love the Jews of all colors, and you guys could also be Jews. You just got to come in this way. That proves you ain't no Jew. The Jews ain't going to get this. And the Jews is going to have a hard time coping with all of this. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's happening with the Israelites. The heathen would have got it. The Hamite, they said the Hamite would have said, we'll stop doing what we got to do right now. What's the problem? Jesus didn't die for Hamites. Yahushua didn't die for any Hamites. You see what I'm saying? So he was in a conundrum. He was saying, well, look, if I would have did all this to the Hamite would have got it already. Right? Soldier. Down the line, not right away. Not right away. Down the line, painting a picture of the destruction and the distress that our people is in, those will go together, but not back to back like that. Depending on how you was teaching it, that will come out, though, right? Go ahead.
They would have repented long ago.
They would have repented. The Hamite man would have repented if Yahushua would have came to him. But he came to you. This also proves that Yahushua didn't die for everybody.
I was just about to say, did you make mention that I was if you heard that?
That's a point.
Clearly.
I mean, why is he having this huge issue? You see what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? He should have just, all right, I'm going to Tyree. To hell with y'all.
Exactly.
I'm cool.
I know
they're going to get it.
Right.
The people who it's for have the hardest time accepting it. That's the point. When we tell everybody Jesus ain't white and you're the Israelite and the white man is the devil, blacks and Hispanics have a problem. They're standoffish. It's too much. It's too extreme. They say it's like the Panthers. Anybody who says we're like the Black Panthers knows nothing about the Black Panthers. Right. The Black Panthers hate white people. The Black Panthers hate gay people. Black Panthers loved everybody and believed that gay people and transsexuals and everybody should have rights and be empowered. That's what the Black Panthers believed in. They've never told you that. They have always painted the Black Panthers as a black extremist organization, when the Black Panthers were a very apologetic organization in history. We didn't know this either until we went to the meeting. Ain't that right, Cap? Was you there at the meeting?
No. Officer
Yashu was there at the meeting. We go to this meeting, and there's original Black Panthers sitting up in there. And they say, yeah, this woman that was a part of the Black Panthers, she made a term. She used a term that I had never heard before. And it's called heteronormal. Who has heard this term? Has anybody ever heard this term? This is a strange term. Heteronormal means that heterosexuality is normal. You believe that heterosexuality is the norm and the standard for what a relationship should be in the world. That a relationship should not be between the same sex or anything crazy than that. Hetero is a grown man and a grown woman, right? She had a problem with heteronormality. And she said that as a Panther, that the Panthers had a problem with heteronormality and that we should look at all forms and unions and relationships as also normal. This is what the Black Panthers believe. We had no idea. No one ever told us anything. You see that? But once you understand, I had a brother who's not like, he's not into the Israelite doctrine, so to speak. He sent me a thing and he said, man, I can't believe what I'm reading in this article. Talking about how Huey P. Newton had hired a transsexual reporter to come up there to the Black Panther headquarters and write stories and document what they had going on. Personally hired a trainee to come into the office and do it. Making you look at these Huey P. Newtons and all these other guys in a very different light. They loved every damn body. You see what I'm saying? They were just a power to the people, all of this madness.
Yeah, pretty much all the so-called black leaders was like that.
You see that?
Martin Luther King, dilly-dallying with faggots.
Yeah, and buying all them white prostitutes. He's buying white hoes, dealing with homosexuals. The Jewish man, homo, wrote a lot of his speeches.
Only one who I could really say was real was Malcolm X.
Was Malcolm from that time. And even he came back from Mecca and said what? I still was a Muslim with blonde hair and blue eyes, and he was a good Muslim. Right? The only one that's a non-Israelite that had the strongest stance came after all of them, which was Khalid, who knew he was an Israelite. I am the black Hebrew. You ain't even a real Jew, but he all them various things. Why? Because he was going to the school. Other than that, these guys are compromised. You see what I'm saying? So we're not any of those things, right? We're nothing like any. We're like the Bible. When somebody wants to compare you to somebody, you guys are like the, no. I'm like Jesus Christ. You ever heard of a guy named Jesus Christ before? He had 12 disciples. He sent them out in twos to do what? Preach to people. The whole camp. We're like the disciples. We're like the prophets. We're like the holy apostles. People act like it was just peaceful. You guys are talking with hate. Do you know riots broke out when Paul spoke? A riot. Y'all better read about Paul's journeys into Ephesus. What happened in Ephesus? They pulled him into that theater and they said it was for hours. They just chanted. You couldn't make out what anybody said. Then they were chanting the black woman is God for 2 hours. All right. That's what was going on in the apostles. Oh, I don't know what y'all thought was going on. Madness was breaking out. You see what I'm saying? Madness. That's who we're like. The prophets and the apostles in the Bible. They were the black woman is God for 2 hours. The black woman is God. Or great as Diana, which is the black woman of God.
Was it spiritual man as man?
You said what?
That's a spiritual man as man.
You see what I'm saying? That right, the greatest Diana of Ephesus for hours. And here's Paul just sitting there just trying to escape up out of there. How do I get out of here? These guys are gonna kill me. It was Paul and Barnabas at that time, right? Well, that was before the split. That was Mark. Oh, no, Salakia. Who did Paul split with? Silas?
Barnabas.
No, but I think it was after they split up.
Yeah, it was after they split up.
So it was. So Paul went with Silas. Man, that's what happened. That's what the history of the Bible is.